Hello. I have made several videos about several Congress people, right-wing Congress people, and someone wrote me a comment that said, have you read the bills?" And I haven't read the bills. I mean, they seem pretty straightforward, but there might have been an amendment in like the Whistleblower Act, like a pro-abortion writer or something like that. I don't know. I mean, my heart thinks that they did it to protect big business, and they, but I don't know, and so I decided I'm going to write a letter to Representative Price, Representative Bachman, Representative King, Representative Fox, and just ask them, because I mean their policies across the board seem to be against everything that Jesus taught us. And sometimes I think these videos are like I'm going against scripture with making these videos. Like Matthew 18, 15. If your brother sins against you, go and show him his fault, just between the two of you. If he listens to you, you have won your brother over. But if he will not listen, take one or two others along, so that every matter may be established by the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. And I'm just thinking, I mean, making these videos, talking about these representatives, am I sinning? Am I not? And so I was all going to make a video about Representative Virginia Fox from North Carolina, who said that healthcare reform is a bigger threat to the country than terrorism. I think a more equivalent would be, this would be like the Iraq War. A $1 trillion boondoggle that's being rushed, that isn't fully thought through. I mean, I want healthcare reform, but I want to make sure there's accountability. I want to make sure that funds don't go to abortion, which I believe Representative Stupak, or Sustak, I'll put the name in post, is trying to introduce the Hyde Amendment into this, into Pelosi's bill. And I think that he should. I think that he should stick to his guns, because federal funds should not be used to pay for abortion. But I digress. But in this Wikipedia, YouTube world, where anyone can go on TV and talk about someone, I mean, are we missing that we're not communicating with each other? We're not communicating and asking, don't you realize what you're doing might be wrong? Don't you realize what you're doing might be going against Scripture? And so I think I will. Will they read it? I don't know. But I want to. I want to write a letter to all the fundamental, the right-wing Christian representatives. A lot of the Christian Democrat politicians are against abortion. Democrats for Life is a great organization. So I mean, I don't. And I mean, I don't. So I mean, I don't like send a letter to my representative who is very pro-abortion. But I digress again. So I think I want to, because I mean I mean, and now I'm wondering, am I sinning just saying what she said? She said there are no Americans who don't have health care. And studies have shown that 44,000 Americans die needlessly every year because they don't have health insurance. So is she being misleading, or is she actually lying? Is she actually bearing false witness? And you cannot bear false witness. You cannot lie. And I'm not saying, I mean, I believe Obama is being disingenuous when he's saying that his bill won't fund abortions. Congress are specialties of double talk and all politicians of putting things in that say what they don't say and things like that. But this representative has a similar voting record of Bachmann, of Price, of King, and I just, when unbelievers see Christians as uncaring, as kind of having disregard for the poor, as for corruption, and I'm not saying the Democrats are corrupt as well, but at least they're not trying to get the mantle of the party of God. That we are the good Christian party. I mean, the Democrats, I mean, are like trying to say, I mean, we're righteous, we care about the little guy, all that stuff, but there's no Christianity involved with them. But Bachmann uses biblical imagery in her speeches. And you're blaspheming against God when you speak one thing and don't do all the others that God, that Jesus, that the prophets told us to do. So, what I'm going to do, and I wanted to do this, I've been having the urge, like a little voice, do this, but I don't want to do this, I don't know what to say, I don't want to put myself out there. I mean, what if they respond? What do I do then? And I just have to trust the Holy Spirit to guide. If this is good, it will do wonders. If it's not, it will fall flat on its face. But I just feel like this is something I have to do, because when you see a brother stumble, that's what you have to do. I mean, and if, I mean, they realize, yes, but maybe the bills were faulty. Maybe the bills were faulty. Maybe I am wrong on this. Maybe they aren't this, what some of the liberal media point them out as a pro-business, pro-corruption, uncaring, greedy, cocky, warmongering party. That could be wrong. But what if they are? And then if they are, their souls might be in danger. And I'm not perfect. I can't, I memorize bits and pieces of scripture, but I usually have to, like Bible Gateway, to get the words correct. But I'd rather know the heart of scripture, know the spirit of the word, than the letter of the word. And so I'm going to do this, and hopefully I'll get a response, and hopefully God will hopefully, if this is the work of God, and if hopefully it will unharden, they'll hear God's voice and unharden their hearts. But if it's not, it will fall flat on its face. There are a lot of people who claim to be prophets. Is it Francis Xavier? Vincent Xavier is one of them. And I don't claim to be a prophet. I may have the gift of prophecy, I don't know, but I'd rather be no prophet than a false prophet, I don't want glory, I don't want fame, I just want justice. I don't want riches, I want righteousness. And I don't see righteousness. I don't see justice. The judges are after a bribe, and the innocent man is falsely accused, falsely convicted. Like I said, I don't use the exact words. But we live in a very decadent society where people care mostly about themselves. But I should let them know how I feel, and hopefully, and if they say maybe we were wrong, then forgiveness abounds. And if I was wrong, I'll apologize. God bless.